I'm not sure if you can see anything, but I'm just about to go fishing. And what makes this a bit special is it's the 1st of January 2024. And it's not quite daylight. And I'm off to see if I can catch a trout. I've got my Marmite toast with me. I've got a cup of tea and I've got my camera. We're expecting quite strong winds and I'm asking myself what could possibly go wrong. I've got a big box of flies. Last couple of times I've been fishing there just before Christmas, it was, I'm going to be honest, it's been hard work. It's been even stronger winds than we're expecting today, considerably stronger, and yeah, it's been hard work. So 20 mile an hour winds, 15 mile an hour winds today. That's not massive. It's really a question of whether the fish are going to play ball, because it doesn't take a lot to put trout off, to be honest. You know, wind, temperature, you know, atmospherics. I've got all my excuses lined up. Too hot, too cold, not warm enough, wrong oxygen levels. So we'll give it a go and see what happens. It's now currently 7:45, so technically it's not even daylight yet. And my plan is that I'm going to go out in a boat, and I'm probably going to have to move around a fair bit because I suspect the fish are going to be shoaled up somewhere and I'm going to have to find them. So that should keep me warm. New Year's Day, so I'm wondering if there's going to be anyone else there. There's probably going to be one or two hardcore people there. But fine, I'll be in a boat. I'll pretty much have the lake to myself from that point of view. So I've got my Marmite toast, which I'm just about to eat, and I've got a nice hot cup of tea with me. So I've got my thermals on. I've even got a pair of heated socks that have 2 AA batteries in them. They keep my feet nice and warm. So I don't think I'm going to be cold, and if I move around and if I catch fish I certainly won't be bored. So we'll just wait and see what happens. At our destination, and not surprisingly I'm the only one here. I've now got to start putting all my various layers on. So I've got me in here. Oh, by the way, I've had my toast and Marmite. I've got a pair of over trousers. I've got a pair of boots, and somewhere, most importantly, I've got the batteries for my heated socks. At least I hope I put them in. It's going to be a disaster otherwise. Oh, and I've got my cup of tea. I've got a nice warm muffler. The trouble is I put all this in here last night, and of course the last night was the whole year away, wasn't it? So rummage. Slight panic, can't find my heated sock batteries. Don't panic, Captain Mannering. You can always put those on later. So let's put the over trousers on. Get to a certain age in life, you have to actually sit down to put these sorts of things on. Right, good job. Whew. Put my little muffler thing on. That'll pay dividends later. Boots. The other thing about getting old is every time you bend down, you start to make strange noises. Right. Right, I've got about 8 layers on, including my flotation device. How can I possibly be cold? And I've got a tackle bag, got a camera bag, we have a rod. Don't forget the rod. You can see how muddy it is. I'm going to have to watch this. The last thing you want to do is be in an isolated fishing lake with a broken leg. So we'll head down here fairly cautiously. Trying to get everything organised. Squelch, 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 squelch. Morning has broken, like the first morning. Haven't heard a blackbird yet. Heard a coot. And here we are. Which way is the wind blowing? Anyway, the wind blows, doesn't really matter to me. Right, let's get the boat prepped. Golden rule, take the line through the rings slowly so you don't miss any like I nearly did just then. We call that a hothead. It's a gold head, hothead, black Montana. And I'm going to try it and tie it first time. Right, so have we got everything? We've got our tea. Have we got our... I don't think we've got our heated battery for our socks. That is a disaster. Never mind, life is too short. Let's get this boat launched. Right, let's see what today holds for us. I'm going to just kind of punt us out a bit because the water is not particularly deep here, and chances are the outboard will get, well, the outboard prop will get stuck. So in a minute we're going to start hitting the force of the wind, and then we'll be able to see which way the wind's going. Right, so it's blowing right in our face really. It's coming from there. So I need to get the outboard going before we drift too far, which means lowering it. Now drifting, I think I might have just caught it in time. I have put the tiller extension on. Right, so the wind is blowing right down the lake, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the top of the lake and then maybe just drift down. Sounds like a plan. So the lake goes all the way around there, but there's extreme fishing and there's extreme fishing in capital letters, and round there will be extreme fishing in capital letters. So we'll just get up here and hope that we can find some fish. Not only have I found my heated socks, I've also found my hand warmer. So I'll just put this on and pop that. Where shall I put it? In my pocket, I suppose. Right, I was needing to move the boat because the sun was going to be right into the camera, and I've learned from bitter experience all you then is you see a silhouette, which isn't much point to that. Oh, what is going on now? So we've moved location to the other side of the bank. So if we're on that side, now we're on this side. I think the answer here might just be to keep moving. That would have been a really good cast if the line hadn't got caught under that box. And now it's on my foot. Right. Let's try that again. That's not bad. That's definitely worth getting the tea out. First sip of tea of 2024 on a boat. Only tastes slightly soapy. And that, my friend, was the first cast. Right, I've got to remember I've got 2 anchor ropes out here. So, and they're both on that side of the boat. So it makes sense to play the fish on this side of the boat, doesn't it? That's my logic anyway. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's windy. Right, the net is sort of in position. Don't do anything foolish, Len. Is it ready for the net? We'll soon find out. Don't go under the boat. It's so windy I can't even see where the fish is. Oh, there it is. Is it ready? Just about, I think. Don't go! Oh, where is it? Where is it gone now? It's over there. Come on, fishy, fishy. It's so windy, I can't, and choppy, I can't. There it is. There it is. I think it's coming. And away. Wow. First trout of 2024 in the net. There we go. And there's the gold-head damsel. Nice. What's that? So, looks like it's had a bite from a heron or a osprey. See that? Change of fly, change of fortune. I just made that up, by the way. Blue flash, gold head damsel. Let's get the net back in position, just in case, you never know. Just coincidence, huh? I don't know. What's the fact that it's got a dirty great big gouge in its side from a cormorant or a heron? The reason I caught it, I don't know. This wind is playing havoc with my fishing line. Right, let's fish. Ooh, too much line out. I found that different locations enable you to cast further or shorter. And if you have too much line out when you can't cast that far, it's just looking for trouble. Down, see if we can't find any fish. Well, seeing if we can find any fish actually, because I don't want to not find fish. So anchor in, I think. Hello. Start the engine. Heave ho, me hearties. I'll just fish off the bottom of the island. Well, I've moved locations a few times and nothing so far. I've persevered with the blue flash damsel. I'm going to try something else. Let's try, what are these things? They're called, I think they're called blobs. This one's a black and pink one. Maybe I should go with a, I feel like black and red, or black and green, yeah. I don't think I've ever not, there we go. I don't think I've ever not used a fly because I couldn't tie onto the line. Right, well, let's hope the perseverance is worth it. It's come off! That literally was 8 minutes it took me to tie that. And I still haven't got it in the water. Where is it? So I just wetted it with a bit of spit and put it in the water, and it floated a little bit and then it sank really slowly. So I'm guessing that it's a very slow sink fly and therefore you need to retrieve it really slowly. So whilst I'm waiting for it to sink, I just want a cup of tea. Well, my feet are toasty warm. The small of my back is nice and warm. That's the last of the tea. It's 10:35. Right, let's give it a little retrieve gently. I've moved and I put on a Montana and immediately got I thought it was in wigs, it was going pluck, pluck, pluck. It must have taken it about 4 times. I heard and I thought, what is it? And then I thought, it can't be a trout. Can't be, but it is. On my Montana that I had on first and foremost. It's not a big one. Who's interested, eh? So we've moved location to the other side of the bank. So if we're on that side, now we're on this side. I think the answer here might just be to keep moving. That would have been a really good cast if the line hadn't got caught under that box. Much needed boost. Shot in the arm. What was becoming quite a trying time, so let's hope that where there's one, there's another.